We've been linked to Simons for 2 years. So we were first linked to Xavi Simons. And by the way, some of the earliest streams on this channel, the OGs will remember 2 years ago, we were linked to Xavi Simons from PSG. And obviously it didn't happen. He went to Leipzig. Expensive deal that took him to Leipzig. Heavily add-ons based, though, and a lot of those add-ons haven't been hit yet. And so, yeah, I think it's an interesting one. I feel like he is capable of magic. I remember the goal he scored against England at the Euros in the semi-finals. And there are moments where you just go, what an unbelievable player. But there are also games where I feel like he disappears. And I worry about, again, the intensity of the Premier League and the physicality of the Premier League. Would he survive? I know Eze can survive and do it. I've seen him do it. So it's a difficult one.
No more, man, to a degree. Like, I think Xavi Simons is quality, but it's too much potential. At least I think I know what I'm getting with Eze at 27. Just get him, it makes sense, man. If we can't get Eze, then it makes sense to go to Simons. But I know no deals are the same, but these lot were acting over Sesko. Are they not going to act over Simons? Especially because they spent bread on him as well. And there's probably other layers, like PSG probably got sell-on clause. I'm on the Eze thing, man, personally.
Xavi Simons. Chelsea are, by the way, I'm just going to tell you, Chelsea are going to be serious next season. Are going to be very, very serious next season, in my opinion, with João Pedro, Delap, and if they get Xavi Simons. But Xavi Simons is kind of similar to Cole Palmer, or similar to João Pedro, play behind the forward. I am not understanding what is going to happen and where would all these players play and where is Gittins going to get minutes. Like, I don't understand. Where would he play is the question that I keep asking myself. This is serious news that Chelsea are currently the most concrete option for, of course, Xavi Simons. It's going to be an expensive deal. It's not going to be a cheap deal. There are reports that saying that the deal is going to be worth a lot of money. This is the Mikel Arteta news. Hugo Ekitike, Luis Diaz, this, that, and the other. Of course, but in the same time, I'm just going to ask, what is going on with Arsenal transfer strategy at the current moment?
The downside to going to a club where you already have a number of very good attacking players is it's hard to get in the team. But the upside is that you're not then immediately the main guy.
Yeah.
That's so from United's perspective, from me as a United fan, I've seen that so many times where a big name comes in the attack, is suddenly the main big guy because he's our one big new signing, and it doesn't quite work out. And way too quickly, you're kind of labelled as a certain player, like you're labelled as you're limited or you're not quick, or blah, 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 and it doesn't work. Whereas at Chelsea, the fact that there is competition gives you time to bed in and shine through. And from watching him at the Euros and just in international breaks and everything, he does seem like a fantastic player. And he wouldn't have gone to PSG, he wouldn't be at Leipzig, and he wouldn't be smashing. He wouldn't be linked to Arsenal, to United, to I think previously linked to Liverpool and Chelsea and everything, if he wasn't a fantastic player. Because as much as us fans can sometimes be like, why are they looking at him? Why do they want to sign him? Especially like Arsenal fans and Madueke, for example. The guys at these clubs are better professionals at working out who's good and who isn't than we are. So to a certain extent, I'm just saying, if Chelsea want him and he wants to go to Chelsea, that's fantastic for him. Personally, I hope it doesn't work because I need Chelsea to sign Garnacho. But that's a whole side.
Started. No club-to-club talks yet. Chelsea in the current most concrete position. And also, to note, this is the same agent as Noni's agent. They have the same agency. So the same agency that Noni went to Arsenal, Xavi Simons is linked. So do not be surprised if, like João Pedro, he signed in the next 2-3 days. Do not be like, wow, that happened quick.
Especially with that agent.
Pipeline.
Especially with
exactly that reason. So, and obviously they released these all articles. Simon Phillips, well, basically when he says this, it basically means like I've already spoken about this, guys, but here's confirmation like we're actually going to go in for him. So this is a good.
I'm not a fan of Xavi Simons, but I hear you.
Not like it.
I just think it's pretty basic. I think he's overhyped. You know what I mean? But it's just pretty basic, man. You know what I mean? But he's not a bad player. I just don't think he's as good as people are making out. Like, he was meant to be like a wonder kid. I don't think he's a wonder kid. I just think he's going because he's not going Arsenal yet anymore.
I think we'll go Arsenal.
Chelsea are now being linked with. Are they being linked to Xavi Simons or something? Or was that Arsenal linked with him?
No. Both of us are being linked to Xavi Simons, but we seem to be
more heavily linked. Like it seems a little bit closer to us than to them. They seem to be focusing more on Eze, right? But Xavi Simons, bro, I'll be happy with that signing. I'll be real. Like I'm happy that they're looking at the sort of profiles that we need in this team going forward. Because what I'm looking at, Rance, when I'm looking at Rodgers, when I'm looking at, João Pedro, when I'm looking at guys like Gittins, for example, yeah, Xavi Simons, these are guys that are going to be adding numbers to the team. And like I told you, I don't even want the team to just have one go-to guy like a Haaland that's getting all the goals in that. I want
Agreed.
everyone to be contributing, score for us, press off the ball. You know what I mean? Technically, he's very good. You know, he's not the most physical guy, but he's not weak. You know what I'm saying? He's got grit in his game. You know, he likes to shoot from outside the box in that as well. You know what I'm saying? So that's exactly that's the sort of profile that we need, isn't it? Like, ideally for me, I'd prefer Rodgers. I'll be real. I think his ball carrying, there's not many players that can carry the ball like that. But I'm not turning my nose up at Xavi Simons, bro. I think he's a top player, bro. And I've known about this guy from, he was one of the wonder kids in it with the hair and that. Yeah, back in the day.